Hello, it is Thursday, and this is Bad Blood. Tonight, we're going to be talking about basically anything that happens. We're going to be letting the viewers kind of steer the conversation, which is going to be a lot of fun. With us tonight, we got I'm the right hand man for Moondog. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
So, what's
Thanks
going
for
on in your
joining.
world?
Well, I am, as everybody might have been, if you're watching any of the channel, I've been knee deep and doing a lot more real steel. I should share this with you guys. I am finishing up a review of this beast, which doesn't look all that big or whatever. But this is a new March PRS scope that I got a chance to see at SHOT Show earlier this year, and they lent it to me because I actually have to send this back. I was supposed to send it back today, but there were some corrections to some of the comments that I posted in the video, and I wanted to make some factual fixes to it. So that's what I've been busy doing today. But guess how much this thing costs?
Ooh, say 1,800.
What else? What? Any other bids?
I mean, I was there, so
Okay.
3,000. I'll guess
3,200.
And the winner is it's MSRP is 44,600.
Hey, I was close to
Yes.
Oh,
Just the mount is a 325.
And who is this?
This is an area 419 mount, and this is a March FX scope. So yeah, this is not in my budget. So
All right.
that is beautiful, though.
So
yeah.
all right. We got next to Moondog, we got Doc. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Yeah, we're here. All right. We got Rush down below me on the screen. How you doing?
Excellent.
All right, and Nesbitt in the middle, taking up
Hey,
all
guys.
the space.
Yeah.
Buck is ignoring us because he's actually working.
Sorry, guys. I am gonna be joining in here for conversation.
No problem. And Joker joined us. How you doing? If for those of you who do or don't watch Joker's streams, you just got back from Denmark. How was that?
And I got the crud from Wiener.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's like we might have the razor throat.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm a little under the weather. I just did my R stream where we just talked about it. I tried to end it quick enough so I could pair my channels to yours,
I appreciate it.
but it didn't work because you started too soon. I was like, son of a... but it's all good. No, Denmark was awesome.
That's great. So yeah, tonight we are talking Q&A, taking questions from the viewers, anything they want to ask. There are no dumb questions. We are a week out, everybody. A week and a day. We got one more stream after this before the game. We got a week, so start the hydrating yesterday and get ready, because if the coming week is any going to, at least for my weather here in the city, if there's any indication what it's going to be like, it's going to be gross. I'm looking at, I think, Wednesday and Thursday next week, 97, 98 degrees.
Okay.
It's going to suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Start drinking that water and get ready.
I'm glad I get to play hide and seek.
All right. So before I start showing the actual chat and letting people answer questions, be cool. This is going to be a public thing. The chat's going to be visible to everyone watching the stream. So don't get crazy. Just, keep it PG-13. All right. So here we go.
I want to bring the Denmark weather because it was 66 degrees. when we were
Oh, that's
playing.
like here in San Francisco. So
And that was a warm, sunny day for Denmark.
What's the what's the airsoft
It was really cool.
what I'm looking for here? Culture, like.
It was really good. It definitely was a little bit different than how. I mean, only some things were different of how we played. We only ran into really one or two cheaters, so it was really good.
what was the turnout like?
When we went there, we just went to fields. We went to two different fields. So it was like one was like 50 players, the other one was like 70 some odd players, but it was one was a large indoor field, which actually had 2 buildings with an outside courtyard area, or 3 buildings. The other one was an outdoor arena that they did Connex buildings. They remade Shipment from Call of Duty. They're making Nuketown there, so it was awesome.
That sounds
So-
cool.
Yeah, well, Joker and Wiener, they made friends with a father-son duo from Denmark, and so now they go back and forth playing with each other. So, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
well,
great.
we did poor planning though, because we only got to play with them one day because they went to Texas, and we were
Oh,
but they got to go to CavTech, which is in Fort Worth area. We met the owner of CavTech in at Airsoft Palooza, so we're sort of jealous they got to go there.
So we have our first question. Anyone programming HPH Gorilla app? I don't know what that is. Anybody else?
I'm gonna have to Google
So
that.
yeah, so the Gorilla boards actually have an app capable of doing all of like your settings and everything. Instead of having to pull it out and cycle through the FCU board, you can pair it to your phone and it has all your settings on your phone instead, so you don't even have to take everything apart.
Oh, okay.
That is a good point, because
So
that
it's
can
what, like
change a lot.
Trigger
right out of the
control, FPS, things like that. All right.
Nozzle dwell, whether or not it has like binary or ramp up or like crazy full auto and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So, if you're familiar with it, maybe you can, give some pointers. I've never heard of it, never touched it. I personally don't have any of those kind of electronics in my stuff, but
Yeah, those are like high end. Like I got into Polar Star forever ago, and now I'm just updating it to the latest and greatest.
Oh, okay. All right. Tex, you were in and out. What are you up to?
I just got back from 3 days of leadership meetings for DEI. So
Oh, lovely.
come one,
Oh,
come all to Bad Blood.
That's
Believe
great.
in the playing field for you.
Right. We're all equal nerds
yes.
at Bad Blood.
Great.
The cool nerds.
That's right.
The cool nerds. Just want to point that
So
out.
when
Awesome.
are those of you that travel heading out?
Ooh, we're leaving 12 o'clock Friday afternoon to head down.
All
We
right.
are leaving at 7:30 or 6:30 in the morning, Friday morning.
Mm.
I'm probably coming up Thursday morning, leaving.
Are you going to leave Florida on Thursday?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's what is it, like 12 hours or 20 hours for me to get up there?
What about you, Moondog? When you coming out?
I'm flying out Wednesday, so I'll be
Okay.
there I'll be on the right side of the country for the live stream next week, and then I'll be driving up on Friday morning.
All right. Buck, can you see this question?
Sunday, special weapons, Glock 18 are not allowed. I have the SSP 18.
Who did we lose?
I mean,
Rush.
if we see you doing full auto with something like that, if we decide to let you through, that's kind of a shame on you kind of thing.
If I get shot with full auto on that, as yeah, there'll be a conversation had.
Be aware that the zombies are running at you head first. If they decide to start using that momentum, do so at your own risk.
I don't stop on a dime.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a full auto capable pistol. All right.
Yeah, the 18 is.
Yeah, it's got a switch.
All right. Just make
If you
sure
flip that switch and I get hit with full auto, just be unaware. I'll be a very unhappy zombie, and I might have words.
Yeah. So yeah, just make sure it's semi. Make sure it meets the lowered chrono rules for the Sunday game. Forget exactly what it is. Was it 100? Was it 1.3 joules? I think for zombie game. Something
Yeah,
like
let me
that.
bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1.3. Let me check the player packet that we've all read. Everybody's read the player packet.
I get shot a lot. That's the only thing I know.
That's
Yeah. In the end, it's all about the
Still sneaky.
results.
Joker's still sneaky as a zombie somehow.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
More
Zombie
sneaky.
game. Yeah. 1.3 joules for all semi-auto everything for Sunday zombie game. So as long as you're within the chrono limits and you're semi, you're fine. That should work. So
When
what
you
was
get
the
touched by a zombie, you're dead. You're now infected.
yeah?
You don't get 2 lives with that.
How was the actual flight and everything to and from the Denmark?
I learned lessons.
Okay.
I need Comfort Plus. My legs don't fit inside of a typical. It's my knees. If I have right before like the Comfort Plus and there's the wall there, I'm good. But if somebody has to lean their chair back, I'm in agony. So, no, it was actually both Wiener and I got a $100 voucher. Wiener got a $150 voucher because in the last 30 minutes of our flight, we had somebody pass out on a plane that we had to assist.
Ooh.
Oh. Did they end up being okay once?
Yeah, she had
landed?
low blood pressure and low blood sugar. So as soon as we got her some orange juice, she perked back up. But literally, I was talking, the flight attendant was like trying to talk to the woman. I was like, "Do you need do you need, to your paramedic?" He goes, "Yes." I was like, "All right, let me go get my wiener." And the guy goes, "Huh?"
Phrasing.
Yeah. So for the actual schedule, Friday and Saturday, yes, the times are very rigid, because we have the night game that starts at 8 p.m. sharp on Friday, and Primer wants to have his security briefing no later than 7:45. So if you're playing Friday, get in and out of chrono as fast as humanly possible. If you're going to be playing Saturday, the line is going to end for the safety briefing to make sure there's no stragglers. For anyone who didn't make it through before the safety briefing, we will reopen up until before the start of the game. But I don't believe in Airsoft Standard Time. So if it's written at a time, that's when we're starting. That's when we're ending. So
Because
be on
correct me if
time.
I'm wrong, but a lot of the people that are running chrono are also playing in the game, so they also have to be able to get ready to get played to play.
Exactly,
So don't be the jerk that shows up 5 minutes before chrono goes to close with 30 guns. Say I need to chrono everything.
Yeah. Now,
Absolutely.
that also being said, because Joker, you and I had this problem at your game a few weeks ago. If you're bringing multiple replicas with you, chrono all of them. Preferably Friday when there's less of a line. There's a little bit more. We can kind of play with the times if we need to.
Also, I have an entire crew of people that is growing for chrono that is helping me.
Right. That's
I have
fine,
a very large amount of people coming on Friday.
that's
the
fine.
day
My-
to give me your
My
crap.
point is, though, is if you're bringing multiple weapons that you want to play with, if something happens in the middle of the day on Saturday and you got to run to your car to go get your backup, there's nobody in chrono for you. That means somebody's going to get on the radio and they got to find me or Moondog. We got to get somebody over there who's can do it for you, do the zip, all that. And you're going to be missing out. You're going to be waiting for somebody to get to you at their own sweet time. Bring everything at one shot, get it all done, and then put your stuff away for if you're going to need it. Is that
And we're
fair?
doing two guns per time in chrono, right?
I mean,
like,
that's up to you guys how you want to divvy it up. Like, I think 2 guns, especially if you got a line,
Yeah.
two guns at a time, I think is fair. Like if somebody comes up with a freaking battle wagon on Friday afternoon, I can't speak for Buck, but I don't care. Don't be pulling up at 9:30 on Saturday morning with a battle wagon because it ain't gonna happen, Captain.
Yeah.
Pick your best and go.
Yeah. Oh,
Best too.
I gotta say, no Franken guns, no.
Yeah.
Held together with bubble gum and a prayer. Make sure it works. I don't want to see, bulging lipos taped around the stock with, no.
Not
It
OSHA compliant.
works
With masking tape.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I got painter's tape. That's not flammable. Yeah, no, nothing like that.
All right, as full auto.
It's full all. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that one first. It's full all. Yeah, no, it's we don't do weapons classes for bad blood. It's a spray and pray. Everyone is a rifleman. Everyone is a machine gunner. It doesn't matter. The only hard rule is bolt action, single
Sniper.
pull, single trigger pull, sniper rifles. Because obviously they've got the longer MED, they've got a higher jewel rating, but other than that, everything that can go full auto can go full auto. We
Yeah.
don't care. So, all righty. You have a photographer possibly coming, and my group would either.
Oh yeah,
rules
for
them.
sure.
Yep. Same
Yeah.
same rules. Make sure they're wearing some kind of high vis clothing. Obviously, they got to be wearing eye protection, preferably ear and mouth protection, especially if they're a minor. I don't know if they are, but that's just the thing. Other photographers are fine. Keep in mind that we do have a staff photographer who likes to make everybody famous, and he's good at it. But that doesn't mean other, team-based photographers aren't allowed. Just make yourself known to us and wear high vis clothing.
You're gonna want to wear high vis because I can tell you right now, if they're not wearing high vis and it's that opposing faction color, you're just gonna have somebody that's just keep shooting. He's not calling his hits. Keep shooting him.
I'm as high vis as possible. I'm wearing a bright red hat and a bright red
And,
polo
and we
shirt.
still got shot at.
Yeah, and I still get shot in the neck
You do.
every dang game. What do the
It's
stamps
fun.
look? We can't tell you what the stamps look like. You got to find them. No.
And it's that really is if you're looking for red igloos, the actual stamps themselves, that's the only people who are supposed to be handling that are your
Stamp collectors.
stamp collectors. So
Right. We have.
Yeah.
Imagine a blue collar lunchbox, or we're transporting a heart. That's the cooler it's in.
Oh, I know I have.
I like picturing it in a cooler, like we're transporting a heart. It's got a mullet.
Well,
Mhm.
that's just.
Ooh, I have a question.
But
Yeah.
Can I park in that little gated area up front? Or do I have
the
to park in the-
actual
You're not
coolers
special enough.
have
You're
a
not a VIP.
biohazard tag on them.
Say
So
what?
to differentiate them from Headkill's lunch cooler, the actual sample coolers have a bright red biohazard sticker on them, which I
Oh yeah, that one.
can't
yeah.
find. Oh, I got to find the rest of my biohazard.
Now, to answer your question, Doc, I don't think so because in the last 2 years, Timmy has restricted that to just me really, and the vendors,
That's
just because
perfectly
we've
fine.
got
That's why I
more
asked.
vendors. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I missed
Fine,
that. What was
losers
the
take the
question?
walk. I'll take the walk then.
What was the question? I
it
missed
was
that.
as parking in the gated area around the office or the store, the EMR store.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because there's more vendors now, and the lunch wagons, the food trucks. So yeah,
Right.
the space has gotten limited.
All right. This is a good. I like this question. For this year, no, there's no requirement to do a mix of black and tan.
But
Because this was a last minute change.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah.
got black kit, you got black kit. If you got tan kit, you got tan kit. For next year, though, we're going to be mandating black top, tan pants to go with the whole black and tan theme.
Mhm.
So, but that also being said, for those of you who have a black shirts ticket or a Marxist ticket, we're still going to have the separate lines for registration for black shirts and Marxists, even though you're playing as a combined faction, because that's how the tickets are being sold and that's how the roster is going to be sent to us. So
well,
four faction lines.
we'll talk. We should. We might combine those
I mean-
lines though, depending on the length of the
Sure.
of the list. Whoever is at that, whoever one of the widows is assigned to that. I'll leave it up to Erica and to Giselle to figure that out. But
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, and whenever we actually get the final roster,
Mhm.
like I said, I can definitely piece it together and make it cohesive. That's not because I always do that with the roster anyway. I don't like the format they send it to us in. I feel it's not friendly readable. So, but yeah. So if you have a Black Shirts ticket and all you have is the full black kit that's not made of neoprene, that's fine. If you want to go that route and you want to go black top, tan pants to kind of set the example, by all means, go for it. But there's no hard, oh, well, you're not wearing the tan pants with the black shirt, you can't play. We're not doing that. Not for this year. So the uniform is a little loose for black and tans this year. So
We just tell people not wear neoprene, please.
Right.
What you mean? I can't come in my scuba suit?
No, you have no idea, man. It's like that year where we had like 17 freaking heat casualties.
yeah, it's just like, I mean, like the full black kit, I get that's fine. It looks cool, but then the neoprene gaiter and then a balaclava and a helmet. I was like, bro, you're gonna die out there. Why are you doing this to yourself? And pretty sure he went down and had to get treatment. So don't be that guy. It's gonna be gross.
Do they still sell neoprene neck gaiters? I mean,
Yes.
they bought it for winter and they brought it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so we got about 8 minutes till your hard stop. Do we want to do your pimping real fast?
Oh, okay. Let's get that out of the way. So, folks, I have, if you don't know, I've got 3 YouTube channels now, each separated out. So I've got my Real Steel channel, which is Moondog 2A, and I'll post that in, I'll post some links for you. But here's the thing. I have a weekly live show on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And also this month, I'm going to be giving away on my channel. This is a $300 Milesy IonJet laser rangefinder, 1 mile. And I've tested this. I was able to get a ping off of a hilltop from over a mile away. So yeah, this thing definitely works. It's got a dual power system, internal battery plus a backup removable battery. So this thing's the real deal. It's a Milesy IonJet, and it's going to be free to enter the contest. You just have to subscribe to my travel channel, and I'll post up all the links for you. Hopefully, Ian can see this.
Yep. I'll put those in the chat. What's the Google form for giveaway for tonight?
And today's giveaway, we
Yay!
have NYC Airsoft Tactical Scoop and coaster. Now, the reason this is not just a coaster is that I actually use this. It's a great little foldable neoprene, and you can fold it and turn it to it. It's a great scoop. I use it to refill bottles of BBs and also to load up high cap bags and speed loaders. So it's easy enough to fold away, and of course you can use it as a drink koozie to keep the warmth of your hand off of that. So it's an actual useful piece of swag. So for those of you who you can see the form there, and I will post it onto my channel, my live, and just go there. The first 5 folks to fill out that form will get one of these. I'll mail them out before I leave for Bad Blood, so you have a chance to win that.
Yay!
All right, so get on that. We'll leave this up until Moondog has to go, so we got about 5 minutes. So yeah, fill that out, have some fun, and let's keep the questions rolling. We're having
Doug had a question for me.
Oh,
I got to ask. I've seen you somewhere, but don't remember where. You have a post on TikTok? Yeah, I'm Players Wanted everywhere. So I'm actually streaming this live on my TikTok channel right now.
Excellent.
Ooh. Yo, what's up, TikTok, Instagrams?
Okay, and this is the link for the rangefinder.
Yeah.
Let me put that in the chat as well. that link, the June 2025 contest, that's for the laser rangefinder. So that's awesome. But yeah, first 5 to fill out the Google form, we're gonna get that cool swag, and it's green, which is nice because I like green, and it's better
Go
than
Irish.
nope. Better than the typical tactical black and the red and whatever. So I wear too much red as it is when this game is concerned. So no, I'm a proudly Scottish. No, there's no Irish at all.
No, it's not Scottish. It's crap.
Exactly. Yeah, I can trace my ancestry back to 1600s Scotland and 1400s Norway.
Nice.
I've actually got a couple Norwegian ancestors named Tron of all.
Tron.
Tron. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple Trons. There's a Thrawn. I've been calling him Grand Admiral, obviously.
Yes.
But I think that
For
kind
those
of
that get it.
Thrawn as well. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then just all kinds of, and then that's on my mother. The Norwegians on my mother's side. Their Norwegian name got anglicized around the 1900s before they came over here. So, which sucks, because it was a cool name. They used to be named Flodvad. Great last name.
Flodvad. What does that mean?
It means something like lives by the river or something like that. Because the whole family gets traced back to this one village in central Norway that was on a river bank. So they were just.
So you got to go with you got to change your name to Flodvad. Name your first child Vaughn.
Yeah,
So
Von
man, Vaughn by the river.
yeah,
Lives-
but then he got anglicized to Fleetwood, which is fine. Was a head officer of Marx's. You mean like the CO of Black Shirts? Yeah, it's gonna be Mark Thomas, Archimedes.
Mhm.
So yeah, so Joker has been relegated to embed. I'm sure you're
Let's go through and
so
knife all
angry
the
about
people
that.
got it.
Yeah.
I was a consultant, damn it. This was done when I was out of the country. That's not fair.
First world problems, huh?
Yeah.
I was in Europe playing airsoft, and no one talked to me about it. The BBs made of solid gold. Give me a break.
Tell you, man, it was actually a really cool trip, and we had a blast.
Oh, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Like we only went over like half the stuff that we went through. I mean, just the storefronts there were vastly different than what's over here in the States. There's like interesting things where like the 2 fields we went to, one was a big outdoor field, the other was a big indoor field. Neither one of them had really their own shop, like their own retail shop. They had BBs that you could buy, but that's about it, and drinks.
So where do people buy their airsoft stuff?
So they go to the actual airsoft shops for that.
Mhm.
One that we went into was Airsoft Armory, and oh my god! For those of you that like the historical stuff, they had the grease gun. They had they had a lot of those sort of things that were in there, like the sorry, I'm like in my fog brain of sickness. The German machine guns, they had those. They had the Russian submachine guns. They had a lot, and I was like, I know some people that really want this.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that stuff's
Gewehr
not easy to
33,
get
yeah.
here.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Next time you're over there, you run across one of those gas blowback M1 carbines. You keep me in mind, because oh man, are they beautiful?
And they're not cheap.
No.
They are not cheap.
The prices
Neither are-
there actually were not that bad comparative to what was when you compare it to the U.S.
Hmm.
Right? So it actually it equates out maybe 10-15% higher.
All right.
Oh, that's not terrible.
No.
No, I know that you traveled light and you were supplied gear in Denmark, but have you ever traveled with airsoft equipment on a plane? You ever flown with
I have.
airsoft equipment?
Yeah.
How difficult was that for you?
So it wasn't difficult because I always use AEG. So when I flew inside, I didn't take it out of the States, but inside the U.S., you put all your BBs, all your gear, and obviously your gun and all that into your
Check in.
the check baggage.
Yeah.
Your lipos go on the plane with you in a burn bag.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's like really the only thing there. But like, I didn't even take the risk with the tracer units. And all that went right into my bag because you don't want them. Like I had like 2 mags on me by accident, and they're like, oh well, we're gonna have to toss these. Why not? They're airsoft. It doesn't matter. You can't have that on. You cannot have that in your carry on thing. So I had to spend $20 to save $60.
Yeah.
Basically following the same firearm rules, 2 locks on each side.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. Basically, check them as if they were real firearms.
Mhm.
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
easiest way.
And it helps if you print out information about the events or whatever you're going to, just to, as backup to show them or whoever is doing the inspection. Anyway, guys, I have to head over to church choir practice tonight. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
What'd you just do? Am I sharing this?
Yeah, you can share it if you want. That's the historical ones they had.
Oh,
What's the culture like playing there? Close knit community, honest players.
It's we only ran into one or two speedy boys that were cheating at the second field we went to, but they were also getting frustrated with the stuff that we were doing because we were taking them out. So, it's that happens at almost every single. Here's the overall shop that we were at. This is the Airsoft Armory shop. So they have a very large selection at this one particular field.
Oh, very
So
nice.
while we were standing in there and we were talking with them, there's all the historical accurate ones. They had something that I didn't see anywhere else yet, which was an actually Sentry, a Sentry gun. That was kind of cool. That
That is
uses
cool.
a Glock. Yeah.
That'd be fun. That sounds good.
So
What was the predominant rifle being used over there? Like stateside, we see an M4 and
Yeah,
M4 gun.
almost exclusively M4s again. It is the platform that most people are using over there. I don't want to turn this into a stream about me, guys. It's
No,
just
No, it's fascinating, man.
Yeah, you're waiting for good questions to come in, and you got you got stories to tell, so might as well, right?
yeah. It was there was only one guy that like Wiener and I both had a problem with. Again, it was just the first 2 games. Everybody was at this one field. It was Odessa Airsoft. They have 3 like warehouse buildings that are interconnected with
sounds fun.
courtyards. So you're playing between these, and they have really tight corridors and stuff, which was really cool to play in. But the problem that came up was once you start taking out those field regulars, especially these Americans can't show us up. Yeah. There's
Gotcha.
like one where we were point blank and I popped him right inside of his plate carrier. It was a trade. And he's like, he's still up. I was like, bro, I shot you. He goes, you did? I was like, yeah, right there, man. And sure enough, I go back, look at the video, you see the BB just bounce right off of him. So it was really one of those things of, on a whole, the culture there was awesome. They had some unique rules at Bad Boys Airsoft, which is all these containers and everything else like that they have. I think it's like equates to about 25 acres.
Of containers?
Containers, yeah, it's a container.
Dang.
It's a container field. Well, they haven't built out 2 of the other areas yet because they just moved to this new location 2 months prior. So, but there's like if you get hit, you put your dead rag on, and a friendly could come up and medic you by counting to 10 out loud.
Okay.
But the enemy could come up if they get to 5 and they take their hand off of you, you're dead. You have to walk out.
Ooh, I like
So I was
that.
like, all right. So the first game that we played in, Wiener and I were only on the field for like 5 minutes because we didn't realize how the gameplay worked. We learned quick. But everybody there spoke English. We didn't run into a single person that did not speak English that we couldn't understand or couldn't understand us. So that was cool. And almost everything was the exact same that you have inside the States.
So I have a question since I've never played airsoft outside of the United States. What is the difference, if there is any, in like FPS and joule limits and like fire rate restrictions, things like that outside of the United States?
So what I saw in Denmark was the indoor field had a stricter restriction on what they would allow on there. They only would allow 1.3
Okay.
Whereas oddly enough, Bad Boys is at 1.66.
Ooh. Ooh.
But the funny thing was, Wiener and I came away with welts from the indoor, not the outdoor, and even at the same engagement distances.
Interesting.
Yep.
They
Is what it
didn't
is.
like you as much.
Funny how that works sometimes, huh, Joker?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you willingly went there with Wiener, so that was part of your problem.
Yeah. Look, Wiener's a great companion. Just don't expect to have like stimulating conversation to keep you awake while you're driving, because his ass is gonna pass out 5 minutes in. I swear to God.
Someone who spent a couple hours in the car with Wiener, he's a great guy, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
So Ian loves spending time with Wiener. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look,
Big
I traveled
fan
with
of
a
a
big
big
man. That's all I
big
gotta
fan
say. It was it's kind of cool because we have a lot of people are like coming over here now that want to play over here in the U.S. to go. Well, can we come to Florida and play with you? I was like, sure, we could do the same thing we did with the Danes. You come here, just we'll supply your guns.
Right. Okay, Friday night game. The Friday night game, while it is part of the Bad Blood event, is a separate entity that's being run by Primer Productions. He will be going over in his own briefing about the gameplay and how the teams are going to be divvied up that night. So, whatever faction you're playing Bad Blood as isn't going to correlate to what Primer wants to do Friday night. So just be there for the briefing, and he'll divvy up what needs to be divvied up. It's a night game, so it's going to be kind of hard to see what you're doing out there anyway. He's got ideas. I think he's using glow sticks and deadlights and stuff like that to kind of really get everybody as cohesive as possible. So yeah, just come in whatever you got, and you'll get teamed up the way Primer wants to do it. I hope that makes sense.
Made sense to me.
All right. I'm getting texts. Sorry. That's a good question though. So, and the same goes for Dead Blood and the skirmish games on Sunday. Just because you came as a Green's Army doesn't mean you have to play for whatever the green team for whatever skirmish we're running that day. We'll divvy it up as the games see fit, right, Buck? All right, thank you. So
I found my armor on the bus, so I'm going to be a lot happier this time around.
Oh, good. See, I mean, I always said just get those disposable chafing trays, and just kind of that way you get the nice plink when something hits you in the chest. It'd be fun. Just a ting. I'm just saying.
Well, I went to the doctor today about my shoulder.
Oh, right.
And I told him, I was like, yeah, well, I play airsoft quite a bit. I do it somewhat professionally. And he goes, oh, you're going to be a fun patient, aren't you? He goes, I was wondering what those welts were. I was like, yeah. Luckily, I didn't see you like in 2 weeks, because if I would have came in, you would have thought I had the measles.
Yeah, it's true. You were pretty messed up at those games.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
Even with that armor a couple years ago, you had a significant amount of welts.
Look, man, I'm glad we lowered the FPS limits. Really, I'm glad about that. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. We're like chasing people down, doing it again. So
Yeah.
The days of 400 FPS with 25s are long gone. Thank God.
Yeah,
I miss them.
That's you. And those of you who might not be familiar with joules and their FPS conversion, correct me if I'm wrong. Those of you guys do know 1.55 joules with 25s is what, 365 ish.
Roughly.
no, 1.5.
Right about.
Yeah, right about there. Yep.
So perfect. Good question. No smokes whatsoever. That is there's a hard rule from the field. I know in the past we've always said it's depending on field conditions, but that's no longer a thing. There's no smoke whatsoever.
Man, they even took away sports smoke.
Yep. Well, sports smoke doesn't exist anymore. They only exist in the movie production world. But frag grenades are still fine. EG67s, AFG4s, the new models, not the old models if you have any, and Tag 67s, the new models, not the old models if you have them. No aerial whatsoever, no smoke.
Can we review the respawns, the new the starting spots?
Sure. Yeah, we got that. So, Deus Ex is going to be starting at D1, the South Gate, right by our host Timmy's house. Remember, his house is on the field. Stay away from his house. I can't say it enough. Stay away from his house. Green's Army will be starting at A3 at the camp gate. So that's going to be the westernmost portion of the field. And Black and Tans will be starting at the very, very top north center of the field at E8. So if you're Black and Tans, you've got the longest trek out to your spawn. So make sure you get out there in time. What? I had to figure it out, and that's how it. Black Shirts was going to start there anyway, so figure okay. Well, we're just basically at this point we're going to eliminate the Marxist element and just could combine it, and you're just going to start where Black Shirts.
Hey, Marxist is still going to do their brown tide. I don't know.
100%. I'm fully in support of that. But yeah, it's going to make life easier. It's going to make it a little bit more fun. Three large fighting armies against the tribals, led by Head Kill and Ginger Bear and Buck, and yeah. Okay, this is a good one. This has been talked about in the Facebook chats for the last 24 hours or so. Drones are allowed, only 2 at a time at any given time. They cannot be used for any kind of tactical purpose whatsoever, and you must register them with EMR and fill out a separate drone waiver before you're even allowed on the field with it. There will be trying to remember back in the chat, I think there's a 75-foot hard, what do they call it in Top Gun?
Hard deck.
Hard deck. There's like a 75-foot hard deck or something. Yeah, 75-foot hard deck. The drones cannot go lower than that, and you have to have a clear takeoff and landing spot. Does that make sense?
You don't shoot the drones.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Don't shoot the drones. They're there for content and filming. They're not there for supply drops and gathering intel. It's strictly somebody wants to check it out and get good feedback. Oh, there he is. You heard us talking about you.
Am I allowed to? Are we allowed to shoot the helicopters?
Oh my God, no. We can't hear you, Mark. Mark, can you hear us? Nothing from Archimedes. Where? Can't hear you, sir. But anyway, that's Archimedes. That is the CEO of the Black and Tans. And he's going to have 2 Marxist embeds, which is going to be fun. So, Todsky and Joker. It'll be a good day for all of us. So, hopefully, he can get his audio sorted out.
What up and die?
Yeah. All right. Do we have any new questions? We do not. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, drones are tricky. So just like I said, the biggest thing is going to be that hard deck and the only 2 at a time. Because I guess obviously they don't want midair collisions because, 1, it's going to destroy expensive property, and 2, it's going to come crashing down on 100 people's heads. Nobody wants that. So, any of you guys have experience with drones in game?
I don't use them personally, but I've had stuff dropped on me from them at Third Coast Games, blowing up my technical. And they've been really good for like intel and stuff. It does elevate the game a bit.
Cool. Yeah, it could be fun, but yeah, not for this one. Nothing tactical for this game. But I mean, I do like the idea. You know, I like the idea of drones better than I like the idea of the helicopter rides thing. I never found that to be fair because the guys in
They're
the
fun.
helicopter,
They're just fun.
guys in the helicopter can shoot, but the guys on the ground can't shoot back.
I don't know.
Yeah, just
how
go inside of a
they
building.
are. I've never been hit by helicopter fire.
Yeah.
I've hit people with helicopter fire. It's awesome. It's a fun thing just to be sitting forward and doing all that. You know, experience it once, twice. I took out the Junkies Humvee with a tag and shell. My life is now complete.
From the air, that sounds
From the
fun.
air. Yeah,
Okay.
that
That's
was
awesome.
it was always awesome.
So way back in the day when the games at Fort Benning were brand new and there was like the newest greatest thing, they had a guy that had a fleet of little birds, and I got a chance to sign up to be a landing crew. They flew us in a fire team and dropped us on the rooftop of one of the warehouses.
Wow.
Probably one of the
That's
coolest
cool.
experiences you'll have in your entire life playing airsoft is getting off of a helicopter.
I know there was. It was probably Russia because Russia does all the. No, it wasn't Russia. It was going to be a game. It was a Cold War scenario game that was going to be held in Florida years and years ago. That was actually going to do parachute insertions,
Mm.
and it never happened, obviously. But yeah, they were actually going to basically do static line and assisted like tandem jump insertions in this game, and that would have been awesome to see.
I am
Clearly never
100%
happened.
glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the idea on paper sounds awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Insurance, not so much.
Yeah,
Look, man, getting guys just to remember to unclip their safety harness as they're getting out of a little bird on solid ground is hard enough. Could you imagine all of them goomballs just jumping out of the back of a plane?
yeah. I've
on
been
a static
trying
line?
to find someone who has like an F4 Phantom RC plane or something like that to do strafing runs for my Vietnam scenarios.
Oh, that's cool.
I
idea.
couldn't find anybody yet, but I'm still looking because the forced perspective of an F4 flying overhead, that would be fun.
It would be. There's sometimes great ideas in airsoft, and then there's other ones that just make me go, please tell me I didn't hear that right. You're gonna be dropping what from airplanes onto players?
Flechettes, of course.
Ugh. Like doing little airdrops. I'm like, oh god.
But see, what you got to do is you got to take like
Little
half a
airdrop.
bottle of BBs with you up into the bird, and then just dump it on people like it's just why not?
It's just a nice little carpet bomb.
Yeah, exactly. And then you send in the BDA team to investigate, your success, and just it builds itself. That's immersion airsoft. You know what I mean? And come on, I'm not the only one thinking this shit up.
No, it's just a matter of I think it was I don't know, maybe Tex or Nesbitt that said it best. Airsofters are idiots.
That was me.
I'm an airsofter. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you start
absolutely.
bringing this stuff in here, and like I'll tell you right now, we're driving at a Third Coast game, and all of a sudden a tennis ball fell from the sky. I was like, "What the fuck was that? Where'd that come from?" So I was like, so I was calling my gunner. I was like, 11 o'clock. Check on the other side of that berm. We were rolling up. I was like, "There is nobody. What the hell was that?" It was the drone dropping their ordnance, and I was like. It'd be great to know that this was being thrown at us, but hey, it missed. I'm good.
I saw a random video today of someone who had developed a CO2 cartridge, like missile dropped from an RC plane that I guess it had like a hard cap or something, and when it landed, it would puncture the CO2 cartridge, which would then jet out like this bag of powder or something out the back. It looked awesome.
Whoa, hold on a second. There's something we can do with that. Replace that CO2 cartridge with one of the impact rounds from Taggin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's beautiful.
See now.
Yeah.
So it's like I have a combination of oh my god, that's cool, and oh my god,
Somebody's
the
gonna
liability.
Hey man, yeah, if you die and you're having fun at least, right?
Yeah.
Look, if it's not at my events, cool.
I've been keeping my eye on this new mortar system that's half available, half not, which is a fraction cheaper than the tag-in system, and it actually has like a hang and drop loading capability. It looks awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't get that one.
What, mortars?
No, the in the chat.
Oh,
Mag 3 strikes per team.
yeah. Not really sure where he's going with that one.
Yeah, Daniel, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna. Oh, by the way, I have a new dog.
Yay,
new dog?
dogs!
Oh, it's great. What do we got? Oh, look at the puppy.
She's a German Shepherd Malinois mix.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
good dog.
See, I'm from the generation of it's a mutt. It doesn't have to have a fancy name. It's a mutt. It's a dog. That's all that matters.
High
She's
end
actually
mutt.
going to be Angie's service animal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it-
no.
she just got here 2 days ago, or yesterday actually. So
Oh, wow. When did you get home?
I got home 3 days ago,
3 days ago? I
6
wasn't
o'clock
sure.
at night. Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's see if Archimedes has his stuff sorted out yet.
Did you figure it out?
Can we hear you, Mark?
Mark, if you click on the little
Yeah,
gear
there-
thing there,
Yeah, you might see your camera or your microphone might be turned off. I can't turn it on for you. No. Oh,
Maybe you have the wrong mic chosen under the
Yeah.
little drop down bar for
check
it.
your input.
maybe.
He said he's got 4.
Oh, jeez.
Well, go through each one. When you start talking and testing it, the thing goes up, that goes there.
Oh, okay, Daniel, that makes a little more sense. So he's referring to getting coming off the field, leaving your mag in the gun, making.
Oh, okay,
Right.
got. So this was the bad blood question. This wasn't us talking about nonsense. Yeah, no, mags out. Clear your weapon. Obviously, mags out. Barrel covers on before you step foot through the netting. And if you're an HPA user, go that extra mile and disconnect your hose. Just be that cool guy. But yeah, because if you don't eject the mag and you don't put a barrel cover on, Timmy will just apparate out of nowhere, and you will hear it, and you deserve to hear
Like
it
a demon.
because there's, we go through the safety briefing on purpose, and it's a very simple rule to follow. So, yeah. But yeah, so safety.
Timmy's safety briefings have been pretty calm lately, maybe because people are following the rules. So let's keep it.
Let's keep that rolling. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, let's not have an angry Timmy.
I'm gonna reiterate it again. I think we've said it in just about every stream with Timmy. 5 miles an hour entering the field, please. 5.
Yes. Yeah. Speed limit on the road, because depending on if you're staff or if you're a player, you're gonna get broken off at the EMR sign. 5 miles an hour down those dirt roads. There's no wiggle room whatsoever.
We have
And
staff parking?
for Moondog and me, because we have stuff.
Oh, okay.
But like, especially if you're staying on site, there's really no point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're camping it out, dog. We're going big.
Yeah. But like,
Gotta find my hotel again, damn it.
we already touched on the fact that Timmy's house is on the field, so he's got a child who could be out. Just you definitely don't want an angry Timmy when it comes to car safety because it's his field and he will boot you from it before you
Bye.
even step foot on the field. So, and he has every right to do that. It's his property. He can do what he wants. So, follow the simple rules.
On his field, he's gonna kick you off because if you're rude to him and disrespectful to him, this is his field, his income, his place of work. Don't piss him off.
Yep.
He is graciously allowing us to be here. He has very simple rules. Follow them.
Yep. As the airsoft producer of this event, I view us as we're tenants of the property. The landlord calls the shots. We follow them. He gives us a lot of leeway to kind of do what we want because it is bad blood, and we've been doing it for, close to 20 years now. But don't mess with the guy who runs the field because he's not going to let us come back, and we don't want that. So just 5 miles an hour in your car. Plus, you don't want to be going fast anyway. Those dirt roads are not exactly great. You're gonna lose your oil pan if you go too fast anyway.
The other thing too is once you piss off Timmy, he's mad with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What's that, Tex?
Oh, are there any first timers in the chat?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, is there anybody who's chiming in who's this is gonna be their first bad blood? That's a great question.
It's KW. Good to be honest about that, so we can walk through kind of arrival and what to expect as you get there and check in.
Yeah, we can talk about that anyway, even if it's not a question. Yeah. I'm not staying on site, so I don't know the exact rules, but I know check in to get your campsites and your bunk assignments is, I believe,
1,500 hours.
Right. 3 o'clock. Oh, there we go. Perfect. 1,500. Basically when he has staff who can check people in. That doesn't mean you can't show up a little early and kind of, get yourself ready to go.
Remember where the toilets are. Yeah. Learn where the toilets are.
And don't try to use mine. It'll be padlocked.
Last year, I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was raining. Some dude was wandering around over by the backside of the camp. So I don't know where the crapper is. And I'm like, bro, you are nowhere near it. Don't make me make fun of you in the middle of the night when it's raining because you don't know where the bathroom is.
Yeah. So we can start showing up. I would say to be on the safe side, maybe plan your trip to show up around maybe 1-ish or so. 1,300, not 1 a.m. That's just crazy. But yeah, camping registration will begin at 3. Chrono is going to start at 4, and that will last until 8 o'clock, or there's no one left. Because we've got chrono people who want to play in the night game. And they're there to play too. So we're there to help everybody as best we can, but people still want to play, and that's why we're there. So just make sure you budget your time right, and just have fun. That's really the whole point. We say it every week. Just have fun. The very last rule in the player packet is very eloquently put by Moondog is don't be a douche. And that's just it. We're there to have a good time for a charity. Mark, feel free to give your spiel about how this is the best bang for your buck you're going to get.
It is definitely the best bang your buck you're going to get when it comes down to raffle items. Evike, I mean, last year there was 20 rifles that were given away.
Yep.
I mean,
how many did you win?
That's irrelevant to this conversation.
How many did you reuse for raffles?
That's also irrelevant to this conversation. I still have one of them here somewhere.
Don't.
One.
Don't
do it.
The box still.
Yeah,
it's over there.
It's still in the box.
You should give it back to the raffle this year as a Joker.
No, that's hilarious.
Look, y'all can't see my wall,
yeah.
But the wall has a lot of stuff. I just added more stuff to the wall too, like one my wife ran over, which was great.
Oh. Yeah, so everyone who's a paid participant of Bad Blood will get one raffle ticket. That doesn't mean you can't purchase more. There will be more for sale because all the proceeds go to charity, trying to wipe out diabetes.
Diabetes.
Nobody wants the diabetes. Wilford Brimley will rise from the
Diabetes.
dead and tell you all about it. So again, this is, we say it every time. It's a charity game. It's for fun. Don't take it too seriously, but take it seriously enough that you're trying.
Well, I mean,
out there.
now we're gonna take it seriously because now we got a belt on the line.
The belt's
Whoa.
coming. There's no
Whoa,
belt.
what?
There's no belt yet. The belt's gonna come, but the belt
It's
will be
official.
there. The belt will be there next year, engraved and decorated
Mhm.
perfectly. But yeah. So, Joker, you were in Amsterdam. We
Yes, I was in-
brainstormed and we decided. We made the executive decision that not only are you playing. This is to the faction players and to the embeds. Not only are you playing to win for your team and gain those bragging rights, you will then have your team's name and your year engraved on a boxing wrestling style belt every year to be paraded around by the CO. He can wear it. He can drape it over his shoulder.
It can
Whatever he
also
wants.
be stolen.
There's a
Joker,
belt.
nudge.
There's a belt on the line to show we won in 2025. We are the champions. And you're going to want your team name engraved on it again next year. So you're going to come back for more and you're going to fight that much harder for the charity. You're going to buy all the raffle tickets and Joker's not going to walk away with 13 guns and it'll be great.
That's what you think.
Just be aware to you COs out
I'm not
there.
flying this time. I'm driving, so I plan to bring all of my stuff home.
There it is.
COs. Remember.
Yeah.
That can be stolen off you. Carry a sidearm or something to protect yourself because people will be coming for it.
Yep. It's going to be fun. Yeah. So there's going to be a championship belt on the line.
I just got my hotel room for Bad Blood.
Oh, nice. Where you staying?
Just now, dude.
Where you staying?
I'm not saying on an open stream.
Oh, come on now. No balls.
The same
I just
place.
wonder if
straight.
it's the same place I'm staying. That's all.
I'm staying at the same place I stayed last year.
You're
Okay.
gonna prank his room and keep him up all night.
That's exactly the reason
That's
why
his room.
I would not tell you all where I'm staying at. Look, when
Swat
we have
him.
Pew
Swat
PUSP, I try to hide my room because the amount of pranks that happen on a cruise is one thing.
Yeah. All right. Let's answer this question, and then we'll have some more shenanigans and have some fun. Water, yes, water is available on site. There will be water stations positioned around the field. The most important thing that I always say though is expect there to not be water. So
Hydrate,
make sure you bring
hydrate,
your own.
hydrate.
Oh no, hold on. We'll have the shenanigans. So
Listen,
Bring-
I also just packed all of my medical bags and got all of them ready with the other EMTs that are going to be coming with my group.
nice.
If I have to use all of my cold packs, we're fighting. Last
Well, you
person
mean
that
like
takes the
how
cold
we
pack.
had it 2 years ago?
I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
Hold on. We gotta have some fun.
Why are you dehydrated? Because not a sir. I'll tell you why. Because you're not filling the goddamn water.
So there's your answer. Drink the goddamn water. Yeah, there will be water coolers on site, and there is running water in the pavilion at staging. But assume that it doesn't work, so make sure you bring enough for yourself. Is that fair?
Yes, Evike will be doing their card stuff again. They do it every year.
I have all of mine ready.
Before anybody asks,
So
we
then-
do not know who from EVIC is coming. They will have representatives there. I just don't know who.
It won't be Matt.
Dan,
It won't be. Matt.
coolers can be set up in the pavilion at your cars. If you guys are running with Tribal will be stationing their coolers next to their particular sites. You will see them possibly out. They may or may not choose to give you water if you ask. Likely they will.
Yeah, because the whole point is the game is mobile, right? So
Yeah.
your CCP at the beginning of the game is not necessarily going to be your CCP all day long. If it is, we got a problem, and you're obviously not taking any ground, and we got to figure out what's wrong. But you're going to be moving the whole time, so to bring out your coolers and your battle wagons and all that stuff, and then cart
It's
them
not the
from
event.
flag to flag, that's not going to fly.
It's
But-
not the event.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about in the Facebook chat, this is not the event to be going out there with 3, 4, 5 HPA tanks. Mom, I'm looking at you. No need to bring out that many HPA tanks.
Whoa,
There's no
whoa,
need
whoa,
to have
whoa.
that kind of bulk. If you guys are going out, there's free air here. Go out with a big tank. Take a break if you run out.
Yeah.
Fill your stuff. Grab food and water, and get your ass back out in the field.
Yeah.
Hold on, Buck. What is the hatred to HPA tanks?
That many? That's just over.
She moved them like a boss. First of
I'm
all,
aware. I'm not saying she didn't move him like a boss, but she could have freaking hurt herself with the amount of weight she was carrying.
yeah, but she didn't have to come off the field ever.
Yeah.
I
She got
know.
to
and
stay
that-
in the fight.
yes, but she should have come off to rest.
Ain't no rest for the wicked, homie. God wills the win.
This is the event that you can rest. There's enough people. That's what we're trying to instill.
This is a
Remember,
question
fresh
best
rest.
for Buck and probably some of the DX guys. Is there parking by the campsites?
You can park
know.
next or on your campground or next to your campground. But you
Yeah.
guys, if
There's-
you got a lot of cars, park in the rest of the lot.
Yeah,
There's,
right across the street from the campsites is a whole parking field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's,
you can't miss it, literally.
there's barely room if you have a single campsite for your vehicle and a tent. But yeah,
Yeah, usually
close walking
recommend giving a
distance, too.
double if you're planning on
Yeah.
parking your car.
And that's just like if you have to park in the general parking area and then walk to your campsite, it's not like it's far.
it's 100
You know,
yards.
you can hump your stuff over there relatively. It's not like you're going.
Not to mention, like
yeah,
if you guys are stationed near the entrances, you guys could very easily set up like a small little spot, like near a bench or something, for like a cooler. I'm not saying like leave your expensive like whole kits there and like your backups and all of that. Like, no, just leave some water by the thing. Leave your name on the cooler. No one's gonna touch it.
Yep.
Most importantly, listen to your body. Just pay attention
Oh
to
my-
the signs of what you're going through. If you're starting to get lightheaded, legs are getting a little wobbly, that hill felt just a little heavy for you, take 2 seconds. You don't have to run back in.
I think
This
even
is
the
the smug
Marines
Lord.
now have stopped the mantra of pain is fear leaving the body. I think they've even gone away with that motto these days. Pain means something is wrong.
Mhm.
It's that simple. So
Mhm.
if you're not hacking it,
smooth as fast.
take the break. It's not worth hurting yourself or injuring or making yourself sick or God forbid
The
worse.
te- our
for-
temperatures are looking to be 95 or even to 80, and it's fluctuated multiple times that I've looked at it. We're having rain at one point, then we're not, and then it's 95 degrees. So
But also
Let's-
keep in
let's
mind
take
that
this
we're
with some serious caution.
we're up
guys.
we're up in the valley of a mountain, so that humidity is just gonna sit on top.
yo, it is no joke.
It's
Even
gonna
in the
feel like you're
snow, I was
sticking in
struggled
the
my
air.
first year.
Same.
And we had people drop, and then they
Yeah.
have to do that the right out of shame and everything else. So, you know,
Imagine being a guy that also got pulled out for a heat stroke during the first big wave that they made.
Yeah.
Like
First-
it happens, guys. Like
first
these
15 minutes of the game, and people are going down. It's just
That's
Usually
rough.
when it happens.
yeah.
That's tough.
But like that's just it. Like if don't say that. Don't say that.
morning.
You
I
keep it
act
to
with-
yourself.
Easy killer. We always get rain at Bad Blood. It's
Look,
just a matter of when. If you check the radar, hold your kakuni, your tatas. If you check the radar and you watch what time the rains are supposed to be showing up, it'll only be in the morning before the game even starts. It'll be over probably before you even get your little ass out of bed,
Which makes the humidity that much worse.
which is going to
Ugh.
suck.
So that being
these
said,
guys go on a knifing spree.
yeah, look at your kit. You've got 1 week. Look at your kit. Look at what you plan to wear, and honestly, see what you can remove. Obviously, you need you need space for magazines and ammo, and obviously, however,
your radios,
carrying your water.
speed loaders,
Like-
your water.
yeah, you don't need the tactical. You really don't. You don't need carabiners with random shit hanging off of it. You don't need.
Oh, please do use a carabiner to hang your EG67s. They're real fun to pull.
Oh, yo, that's that. Wow,
Yeah, they are.
that's of course. But
That
yeah,
is one of the funniest things that have ever happened. I went over to Green's Army and I saw a whole bunch of guys. One of them had like 3 of them hanging from a carabiner. I pulled one and they weren't paying attention. I dropped
look,
it.
man, if it's good enough for Arnold in Commando, it's good enough for me. All right, hanging stuff by the pin with the prongs already bent back. Hey, I need it, and I need it now. Okay, I don't have time to pins and pull it. I just
Yeah, but they got specialized pouches for that, baby.
and also just I've seen people try and do it, and it's never ended well. Grenade pins were never actually meant to be pulled out by your teeth. They weren't. Don't try. Don't even think about trying, because you're going to lose teeth before you can lose that grenade. That's it. Just saying. Don't do it. It's your kid.
Is it just
We're
me?
losing your
You're
audio
limited.
now.
Ian, your audio's crap.
Again? Oh, come
There
on.
you go. You're back.
For like a second, he was back.
Nope. Nah, you're gone again.
I didn't say anything.
Of
No.
course,
Were you-
it's not
were you
good.
just
I didn't say
chewing?
shit.
So, yeah, just be smart about it. Yeah, very funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep. Keep making sure that as light, as breathable, as nice as you can make it.
Battle
Look,
harness.
so one of my godsends, I've been in a plate carrier a long time. One of the godsends you can get for it, if your plate carrier has that Velcro on the inside, please get the aerated pads that go underneath. They're super thick, coarse foam pads. You can catch a breeze through there. It'll keep your core temperature down a little bit. They work. And you can soak them in water throughout the day and make it even cooler on your chest. Don't be afraid to wear that thick pad. I have it on mine, and I can tell you it got me through bad blood last year, and they'll get me through bad blood this year.
Have you ever used the because my guy Todsky has used it before. Have you ever used the water fillable plate carrier pad?
Yep.
And then I hate him.
Yeah, I have one. So my back plate and my vest is actually shaped like a plate, and it holds 3 liters of water.
Yeah, and you can freeze it if you want to, and it works.
Oh yeah, oh
All right.
yeah. So good.
Archimedes, can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Woo!
It's only 9:15 at night. That's fine.
I had to shut the whole damn thing down, restart everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
well.
all right.
Welcome to the party, my friend.
So
Well,
we
that's the end of tonight's check, guys. Thanks for joining us, Archimedes.
we'll see you next week. So obviously, since your audio, late to the party, you are the CO for the Black and Tans this year. Do you have any words of wisdom for your Black and Brown Tide?
Go that way and don't get shot.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I'll buy that.
That's not how that works. Move, move, move. If you are moving, you are wrong. I will shoot you if you do not move. Move, move, move. The enemy is that way.
I have
March has
to-
been doing it for years.
I have to jump off here because I have to go tend to my kid here in a sec. But I just wanted to say something to those new players. I don't know what faction you're joining, but for me, when I first played, enjoy your moment. It's a big day. It's a long day. Friday will be fun because you have something to play for in the evening if you decide to do that. If not, enjoy the moment. What I love most about this community is you can walk up to somebody randomly and love their gun and their kit and ask them, and they'll tell you all about it and they'll show you where they bought everything. Have a fun time, and I'll see you guys out there. And like Archimedes said, move. Keep moving. And as Joker said, if you turn around and come at me, then I'm going to shoot you. It's the wrong direction.
Yes.
So that's my words of wisdom. But I have to go for the night, guys.
All right, thanks, Doc. It's been great having
See you
you.
later, Doc.
Thank you.
I'm
He's shooting
gonna
for
be
the
heading
week.
out here as well.
You gotta go. Oh,
Yeah,
bye, bye.
I haven't eaten today.
All right, do what you got to do. We're gonna wrap it up a couple minutes anyway.
Peace out, Cub Scout.
All right. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Mark, roughly where are you coming in from?
Harrisburg.
Oh, okay, so it's not that bad for you. So
No.
You staying on site? Are you gonna be like a real man and get in a hotel room?
No, we're going to stay in one of the bunkhouses this year.
Oh, good for you. That's great.
We're bringing a couple of people with us. It's kind of part of the group of team members that my son plays with down here, and one of them is military, and he said, "I ain't sleeping in a fucking tent."
That's fair. No, that's fair. You guys are gonna be
hotel room, so.
participating in the night game.
I know my son is. I'm not sure if the other guys are going to, but more likely, yeah.
Oh, good. That's great.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Buck left. Just want to remind everybody that Saturday after the raffle, we are going to be having a patch swap in the pavilion. So bring your cool patches that you're willing to trade with other people for more cool patches. I'm going to put them on the spot if they're listening. I know Jackal Tactical has considered making an event patch for the day. So if they do, that'll be awesome. That'll be for trade or sale. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to be great. So yeah, so bring your cool patches that you're willing to part with, and yeah, we're going to be getting all together in the pavilion and trading. It'll be great.
Joker, your cabinet is so shiny. I can see your dog in it. I thought it was a ghost image.
That's because she's white.
I can see you in it.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's the new cabinets, man. That's one half of the workstation.
That's a high quality H2O.
People should be drinking that high quality H2O.
Oh yeah.
I'm just tired, man. I'm still like recovering from Denmark, which was a blast.
A quick overview of the night game. I don't know all the details. We had Primer on a few weeks ago, and he went over it in depth. Look back at the old video. It was called the video was called "It's Really Dark Out Here." So check out the old video from when Primer was on. It's heavier Milsim than Bad Blood, obviously, but it's still all for fun. It's going to be a faction force on force kind of game with a bunch of different objectives. If you have nods, they are allowed and recommended. White light sucks because those people who are working on their own natural night vision, it blows it away. So put a red filter on your white lights if you can. If you can't, you can't. It is what it is. I can't tell you how to run your stuff, but red lights are preferred. You got to have some kind of dead light, either electric or a good quality red chem light. Primer will have some available, but having your own would be better. IR, I don't know enough about IR to give you a proper read. I do know that those who are wearing nods can see IR, so you might want to think about that.
So IR is really, really great in very, very limited use, especially when you know that the enemy has nods. So if you are going to use it, and this is firsthand experience running nods and IR, quick bursts, because it's real easy to track that beam back to its source.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say if for certain Primer and his crew are going to be running as Op 4, but they will have really, really good high quality nods. So if they are Op 4 and you're running IR, they know where you are. It's that simple. They know exactly where you are. They will find you and they will end you. But that's part of the game, right?
Yep.
If you want to give us nods users a hard time, yeah, run white light. It gives us heck. So a little secret there, but it doesn't stop thermals.
Does not stop thermal.
Doesn't stop.
Not at all.
Yeah, but yeah. Nods are welcome. Any kind of flashlight is welcome. But like I said, try and use a red filter if you can, because I know in my version of Milsim, there was no night vision, so everything was just off. Your eyes adjusting.
The full moon,
guys with the white, the full moon, exactly. The guys with white light, takes you out of the game for like 45 minutes until you can regain that natural night vision. So, but again, it's your kit. Do what you're going to do. Just be respectful of the other players out there and just have fun. So, do we have any? Let's go around the horn for any closing whatevers. Nesbitt, what are you up to for the next week?
So this upcoming week, I am doing final counts for my team. We have grown exponentially and shrunk exponentially, so we're getting final counts, final gear counts, and I'm just overall packing and just it's got to be June 27th already, man. I'm ready
And
to go.
hydrating, of course, right?
Oh, nonstop. I've already started. I've actually put on weight from water.
All right.
I just keep so much going. Water is the most important meal of the day for Bad Blood, guys.
It really is.
Yeah.
Tex, what are you up to for the next week?
Same thing. Unfortunately, I lost my squad lead today. He can't make it, Warthog. I'm really sad about that. So we're gonna have to reorg just a bit because he can't make it. Getting gear ready this weekend because I have to go up to Boston, so I'm gonna be coming straight from Boston into Bad Blood. So really can't wait though.
Not bad. All right, good.
You going to a Red Sox game?
I won't have time. It's work.
Ah,
it's always time. Archimedes, what's your week look like?
We got one more kind of a shakedown run of equipment for at our local field on Saturday, and then pretty much just refining everything, getting stuff packed up, and I've been doing a bunch of vehicle maintenance for the drive. We
Awesome.
come up 81, and I don't want to break down on 81.
Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. So yeah, great. Well, drive safe. I'm glad you're gonna be with us.
Can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah. Joker, what do you got going on?
Saturday is my daughter's graduation party that we're having at barbecue at my house.
Yay.
Congratulations.
She'll be coming up. She'll be coming to Bad Blood with me. After
Is she
that,
playing?
no, she doesn't play. She'll hang out.
She does now.
Hopefully we won't be able to have the announcement, Ian, at Bad Blood. I wish I was able to have the announcement at Bad Blood, but
How's it looking though? Yeah. All right. Awesome.
good. It's looking good.
Good.
I'm hoping to be able to make an announcement in like 3-4 weeks. So
that's great.
Other than that, I'm gonna be cutting video from Denmark, putting that up there. We'll have another live stream on Tuesday where we talk more about it because there's so much stuff we did there. And then I'll be packing and ready to go for Thursday morning. I'm leaving at probably at 6:30 in the morning to head up.
Awesome. So
awesome.
we got one more live stream next Thursday, right before the event. Special guest, Mr. Timmy himself.
Woo!
So that's going to be fun. We're going to be going over last minute everything's, just make sure everybody's ready to go, excited. Obviously those of you who are traveling and can't make it, that's fine. We'll see you on Friday. That's great. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. Everybody's real excited. And I'm just glad everybody's going to be there. So yeah, one more live stream next Thursday, and then we're going to have a live stream the week after to talk about everything that went right and wrong. That'll be fun too. But yeah, make sure you join us next Thursday at 8:00 Eastern. And with that, I'm Ian. These are my friends, and this is Bad Blood.